Welcome, welcome. Bringing you a general reading for the collective of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. My readings are about relationships, so that's where we're going to go. But we kind of go where the wind takes us, right? My readings are not date or time specific unless I mention so at the outset. And the reason for this is we're all on different timelines. So I trust that whenever you come upon the reading, if it resonates, if it speaks to you, then it's your reading at that time. Now, that doesn't take away from the fact that I am doing the reading at this moment with certain things going on in the cosmos that do find their way into the reading energetically. So that's why I like to let you know what's going on. We are now in Taurus season. Yay! We should be feeling some sense of balance and centeredness and a little bit more attending to structures. This is a good money season. It's good for a little bit of indulgence into the luxuries. Taurus loves luxury. But it's really, in essence, ruled by Venus. So we're very much in the Venusian energy of the pleasure of life, what we love, what we value, what makes us feel, good all over. But we got to start with self-love, self-worth, what it is within ourselves we value most. That's where it all begins, right? Okay, so moving into, and we are coming upon our first eclipse, but it's the new moon, second new moon of this month of April, and it's the last day of the month. It is in the sign of Taurus. The north and south node of the moon move signs, so they're now in Taurus and Scorpio. So all of our eclipses for the next 18 months or for however long the nodes are there will be in Taurus and Scorpio. First one up is Taurus, new moon eclipse. So that'll be some powerful energy. I love your oracle. We've got some beautiful numerology, 4 and 44. And then your last card out is card 39, which reduces to a 3. So there's something co-creative there. But we're going to start with, and I pulled from Oracle of the Seven Energies, with that Ace of Cups. Now it's card number 4, great and full. This is talking about the mindful practice of gratitude. When you know your cup is full and overflowing, you got to have gratitude for that. Even in those moments when you aren't feeling it is the time you should be mindful about what you are grateful for even more. I know, because it's all law of attraction. And when you're grateful for what you do have, the universe sends you more of that, sends you more love, sends you more abundance, sends you more stability, sends you more, you see where I'm going. But this is also about committing to your intentions, especially in matters of the heart, while at the same time letting go of attachment to form. So this is where you go like, okay, I'm grateful for what I have. I'm letting the universe know what my intentions are for the love I'd like to receive. But I'm not going to stay very long focused on what that looks like or who that looks like. See where I'm going? Yeah. Next card out is even better. 44, Divine Matrix. This is essentially the Wheel of Fortune. It's all about synchronicity, learning to trust divine timing. When you're in the Divine Matrix, it feels it can be a little nauseating. This particular card reminds me of the fact that it's important to have structures and foundations in place. 44. Fours are about the four sides of a square, right? Well, it's about structure and building important foundations so that when the time is right, what comes in stays, has a firm foundation to land upon. Really beautiful card for you. And I love the colorations of the two cards together. I don't know. I'm big on color. And the last card out is Wish Upon a Star. Look at this little creature. I mean, my gosh, isn't she the little girl in all of us, right? Trusting that your dreams can become a reality, Virgo, and letting go of the how. It is not yours to wonder how it's going to happen. You got to just trust that it will. It will. It will. in divine time. With grace and gratitude, you can turn it all over to the divine. I know. Oh, I love this oracle. It spoke to me. Okay, let's see what's going on for you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You could be here as a cross watcher. That's fine. Sometimes the readings come through as a direct message to the cross watcher. As always, be aware that you might need to flip out the energies, right? I might say, this is all Virgo, 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 and you might say, no, that's my person who's a different sign. So just so you know. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading, my style, my vibe, whatever, that you'll join us here by subscribing. I'm in the comments all the time. Yeah, would love to have you join us. Virgo, really? Moon, we're going to start here. And what's crossing the moon? Page of Wands. So for some of you, there may be, you may be questioning somebody's intentions. The moon can be fears and insecurities being triggered because of past experience, of course. The moon can also be hidden feelings, hidden emotions, but it can also represent the veil, right? What we don't know, what we can't see. And because what's crossing you is a Page of Wands, it suggests that you're concerned. Am I being played a little bit here? Is this person just in it for a minute and not really in for the long haul? There we go. Underneath the Empress. So you are in your unconscious awareness or in, whatever energetic state where you're the most calm and you're not consciously focused on something. All this beautiful unconditional love comes up to the surface. You're fully in Empress mode, Empress energy. And the Empress is very nurturing, but it's usually for the other. It's Venus. This is a Venus card. It's usually about making the other person comfortable, holding soft space for someone else to land. I feel like you may be in unconscious awareness in consideration of your own needs and comfort, of your own unconditional love of yourself. So that's really interesting that comes through. In the past, King of Pentacles, already. So this has to do with somebody being here in 3D, showing up for you, being consistent and deliberate and methodical and intentional in the way that they interact in the connection. It is a masculine archetype of a life partner. Queen of Cups is crowning you. I love that we have the Queen of Cups and the Empress together. There's a lot of love flowing through you here, Virgo. Very feminine energy, regardless of your gender. Very beautiful, soft, feminine energy, empathic, unconditional loving, very maternal, very nurturing, very compassionate. Yes. And it's all in service of the greater good, your happiness and the happiness of those around you. I love that we have the Sun. Hello, Leo, as I like to say. Message from Spirit has to do with this Five of Pentacles. Let's hope that the clarifiers show me that it's kind of turned on its head, because the Five of Pentacles can be about a sense of abandonment or not being valued, totally in the Taurian energy of self-worth and value, right? If you think someone else has devalued you, it's kind of hard to find your stable footing, and you can often feel abandoned, left out in the cold, rejected, right? So we're going to look at that. I'm hoping that the clarifiers show a different story in the hidden energies. Ace of Swords. Somebody's having an aha moment. We'll see whose energy that is. In your hopes and or fears, I kind of feel this is optimistic because you're seeing both sides of the coin. With the World card, Aquarius and Capricorn, but it's ruled by Saturn. You've learned lessons. You're like saying, thank you, next. On to the next chapter. But you are also in service of some closure here. So I do feel like you're aware of cycles and how sometimes you can just be in the same connection and have cycles that are ebbs and flows, highs and lows. And the potential outcome, wow, I love this. The Fool. Turn your face to the sun, Virgo. A new day is coming. On the bottom, wow, we have the Hierophant. There's Taurus. There it is. There's the Taurian energy that we're moved into now. It's about commitment. It's about knowing who you are at your core, what you stand for, what you value. It is your higher self. It can be a card of awakening. And since we have the Ace of Swords, which can be awakening, and since we have the Fool, which can be awakening, there may be an awakening happening. If you are here, I'm assuming you are already awakened. That's why I named the channel Awakened Priestess. Your intuition, your gifts are all operating on full tilt, full throttle. So this could be speaking about your divine counterpart, but we shall see. The Moon and the Page of Wands. Ooh. Wow. So I feel like the path you want to be on and that you've chosen consciously is the one that leads to this energetic, emotional completion. Like I'm finally home, right? Your arms are out wide. You're feeling like, look at this. We're so in love. We're so happy. We're so fortunate. We're so grateful. That's the path you want to believe you're on. But you got some reservations because you're not sure they're on the same path. You're not sure. Oops, there it is. I've got it all reversed. That Page of Wands, right, has you tweaked out a bit because you're not sure. Like, am I dealing with a King of Pentacles? Because I've been disappointed in the past around that. Or am I dealing with someone who's just playing me to get their needs met in the moment? Yeah. And for those of you who are not in communication, who may be in separation, you may be questioning, going all the way back in the recesses of your mind and questioning, is who I thought this person was what they really are or what they really were? Did I think I had an Emperor, but all the while I only had a Page of Wands? So the Page of Wands is crossing you because you have doubt around it. You've got that Moon, right? Like you're questioning this person's true feelings. There may be things that you don't know about or that you feel may be hidden from you. And so it's causing a lot of anxiety. Although that's underneath the deck, it's not the driving force, but that fear energy is. Let's look at the Empress. Aw. Virgo, come on. So, in your unconscious awareness, you have romanticized the crap out of this relationship. But your inner guide knows better. You've been on this journey long enough, solo, to kind of know better. And that's why I feel like the Hermit is just in a standoff with this Knight of Cups, right? Like, are you really what I thought you were? I'm wiser now. I've been on this journey for a while, by myself. Page of Wands. Or are you, were you, have you always been just in it for what you could get out of it? So I know I have been finding the Page of Wands a little, like lately in the readings, this Page of Wands has come through repeatedly in this energy. Sometimes a Page of Wands is just bringing you good news. It's exciting, it's optimistic, it's flirtatious, doesn't take itself too seriously. Page of Wands can be a really good time. So, like, I'm not harshing on the Page of Wands here, but lately in the readings I've been doing, the way the Page of Wands has been showing up has been with regard to questioning motives, questioning intentions, questioning, am I really sure that I had a King of Pentacles, or you know, whatever, a King of Wands or an Emperor or whatever. Like, I'm almost feeling a searching now. I'm feeling feminine collective energy searching for that answer. Not really abandoning their unconditional love or their highest vibration as a divine feminine, but saying, wait a minute, I'm wiser now. Was this a Prince Charming, or was this a, hey, you up? Want to Netflix and chill? Yeah. That's how it's been coming through. And that shifts. It's not always that way. So y'all got to know that I take into consideration all the energies that come through. King of Pentacles in the past. There's the Empress. Wow. Right? This was the one you wanted. This was what you thought you were getting. Lovers, we belong together forever. Right? That's exactly what I was picking up earlier. And then the Tower came in. This was not a sustainable connection. Although it was definitely a soul bond. I'm saying was, but I mean is. I think, though, that I'm talking to some Virgos here who had a major Tower moment, and you've been in separate camps for quite a while. That's what I feel I'm calling in. Doesn't necessarily mean that. But the Tower moment definitely caused a rift. What you thought you had that was stable and committed and showed up for you is not what you had. You might have chosen it, lovers, but they didn't reciprocate. And so therefore we've got this Tower energy. For some of you, the Tower was probably a lot worse, because I'm looking at this Five of Pentacles over here. But for the others of you, it was just like a wake-up call. Like, you kind of got shook. You're like, oh, all right, it's not that. But here we are in Queen of Cups, empathetic, intuitive, coming from our heart, emotionally open and available. Love it. Oh, beautiful. Yes, 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 yes. Woo, look at this. Ready to take a leap of faith for love, for peace of mind, and for happiness. I love that we have the Fool in the outcome position and the Sun in the near future. So I'm getting some super confirmation here that this is all coming from your energy, Virgo. You are the Queen of Cups, and you are moving to something more tranquil and peaceful. Maybe moving away from the Tower and the drama and the disappointment. Maybe coming to terms with, you know, right? King of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Are you a good witch or a bad witch is almost what I'm hearing you say. But not losing the, you know, click your heels 3 times. There's no place like home. I'm feeling your Dorothy energy coming through. Like, I haven't given up hope. I haven't lost faith in humanity. I'm seeing things realistically. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to take leaps of faith. My happiness depends on it. I'm open emotionally. I'm emotionally available. I'm emotionally stable. That's really important. And so the Sun says, turning my back on the drama. I'm okay on my own if I have to be. This is my time. I will be validated. I will be vindicated. I will find peace and harmony. Sun, 8 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, and Justice underneath. So, Virgo, that's one of your cards, 9 of Pentacles. If I have to fly solo, I will. I want to be happy. I want to be happy, and I know I have to make that happen. So I'm turning my back on what doesn't serve me so that I can continue on my path in the direction of what does serve me. And underneath is the Justice card. That is, you know, in your unconscious awareness, you're really seeking balance and harmony, but also some integration of everything that's happened along the way. The Justice card is where everything, you know, everything balances out in the wash, right? Everyone gets dealt with. I'm looking for a phrase that's escaping me at this moment, but the Justice card to me underneath lets me know that on some level, you're okay with moving on in a solo fashion for this period because, like, you know, everybody gets their comeuppance. I've already had mine, you say. Everybody gets theirs. So that's why this is buried below. You don't need to see somebody right now going through some hard shit. You don't need that. You're not all about retribution. You know, justice will take care of it. And instead, your face is to the sun. You're open and optimistic. I love this for you. You're hopeful for a balanced, peaceful future. Your Queen of Cups energy is like leading the way. It's what's crowning you here, Virgo. This is really beautiful. Okay, so let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? 5 of Pentacles is the message from Spirit. Yeah, you're healed. Double healing cards. King of Swords. Someone that you once respected. You thought a lot of. Oh my God, I'm going to get emotional. Okay. Like on your behalf, I get emotional, just so you know. King of Swords is someone that you really felt had honor and integrity. You may still feel that to some degree, but they really let you down. They really left you flapping in the freaking breeze, Virgo. And here's all the healing around it. Even on some level here, I feel like there is that wish upon a star. It's still there. There's still some hopefulness here. Maybe around this person, but maybe not. Now that you've healed a good bit and you're not feeling that energy of devaluation, especially as we move into Taurus season, you're starting to really feel your feet beneath you, what you're worth, the way you want to treat yourself, right? 9 of Pentacles is saying, hey, I deserve to be happy. And whoever this is that hurt you, disappointed you, threw you into a tower moment by whatever way they did, you're like, yeah, they'll get theirs. I'm not worried about that. It's underneath. They'll get theirs. I'm going for mine. I'm healed and I still have hope. So I see this King of Swords underneath, almost as if Spirit's letting you know, yeah, I saw that. I saw what they did. You gave them credit. They didn't deserve it. I saw it. That's the only reason why the King of Swords is underneath. Spirit's saying, yep, saw it. Sent you healing, sent you clarity, sent you opportunities to restore your faith, your trust in the universe, to re-engage you in the process of wishes and trusting divine timing, being grateful for how far you've come, all you have. Virgo, that oracle's crazy good. Listen to it again. Ace of Swords in the hidden energy. Hanged Man, 4 of Wands. Wow, 9 of Wands. Ugh. So whoever Mr. King of Swords is to you, could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, doesn't have to be, but it's this person that you had great esteem for. And you kind of held them above all others. Yeah, until you didn't, for good reason. Just going to say it that way. I think the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles is the same thing. You were looking at them as a potential mate in 3D, but you idolized them. I feel like you held them up on a pedestal here. You got a lot of disappointment. You're now in consideration like, oh crap, maybe this was just a Page of Wands the whole time. I'm not saying that it is or it was. I'm just saying that that's where you're at. Spirit's sending you a, somebody's getting woke. Somebody's waking up. Somebody's like receiving downloads and getting illuminated and enlightened and feeling like there's like all these downloads coming in for this person. They're not taking any action. The Hanged Man doesn't. The Hanged Man really kind of looks at the 30,000 foot view. Like, I'm feeling this person is on some level doing a life review about who they really belong with. And they haven't quite given up yet. They haven't given up on it yet. They're gonna, they may not know it consciously, but unconsciously they're like, I'm not going to let that one get away. Now that I see it for what it truly was, I can't let it get away. So I feel the hidden energies belong to your divine counterpart. I feel it belongs to someone who's going, oh, shit. I see it now. They're not clear on what actions to take. They're still receiving downloads and surrendering to all the information coming in. But I love that this Nine of Wands is underneath because it suggests that despite the struggle, they will persist. The World in your hopes or fears. Three of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Ugh. So, when I pull from under the deck, for those who are new, it's really what's going on in your psyche. Or what's going on behind the scenes if it happens to be the energy of your divine counterpart, like here. Going on behind the scenes, but in this person's unconscious awareness is kind of like never say die. For you, there's been a major heartache, a major loss, something that's been very difficult to get over, but it has healed. It has healed. It's right beneath the surface. So if I scratch you, this is what's going to come oozing out. I know, that's gross, but it's true. If I got you good and drunk, Virgo, this is what would come out in the ugly cry, okay? So, I got you. I know exactly who you are. I am a Virgo sun, so you cannot get anything by me. The World, the Three of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. You're kind of like, I got some expectations about the next cycle, about new beginnings, but maybe I shouldn't have expectations. No, you should not. Let go of attachment. Remember, be grateful. You made it through the cycle. You closed one out. A new one begins. Call that bad boy in. There is a little bit of manifestation with this Three of Wands. Ships coming in. And then there's the Two of Pentacles where you're kind of like, I'm not sure I'm ready for it. Because this is right beneath the surface. So I am feeling some fear and some reticence. The Two of Pentacles feels like I'm a little torn about this new beginning. I'm a little torn about what's arriving, what's going to be coming toward me in a new cycle. I will tell you it's all good because as of the time I'm recording this, we have Neptune and Jupiter in Pisces conjunct. And what that is about is it's like a new 12 to 13 year cycle, beginning with two planets, Neptune, our connection to the divine, spirituality, Jupiter, expansion, abundance, good fortune, together, both of them in a sign they love to be in. Neptune is the ruler of Pisces. Jupiter used to be before Neptune was discovered. So there's like this new cycle of good fortune and abundance and expansion. And I feel like you're seeing that in your hopes. But in your fears, you're kind of like, am I ready for it? Do I really think, what is that going to bring in for me in 3D? So while you're fairly healed. I think that like you've got a soft scab kind of thing going. Here's the outcome. Leap and the net will appear. There is no such thing as certainty. Two of Pentacles, you cannot get the certainty out of this, Virgo. You're going to have to decide. Oof. Virgo, you're killing me here. So you're like, yeah, I'll leap, but I'm not going to rush to do it. I'm going to wait. I'm planting my seeds, my intentions, and when I'm pretty sure I've got a sure thing, then maybe. So I'm not saying the fool leaping. I'm seeing the fool put the leaping on, like scheduling it out into your calendar somewhere. A lot of resistance around it. The 2 sevens, pretty powerful. You know, people are making demands of you. Come on, Virgo. Come on, Virgo. It's your time. Take the leap. You're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'll leap when I'm damn well ready to leap. What are you resisting here is the timing issue, and underneath, Spirit waits for no one. On some level, you know something has to be released. You got to let go of something so you can leap into the future. So I feel like the resistance card is to the timing of it, but also to the change, to the release, to the death of something that doesn't serve you anymore, to the death of what you thought things were versus what they really were, to the death of how you let someone leave you feeling less than, and leaping into your full power toward your full happiness and peace of mind. Yeah. So while the outcome card is the Fool, you have pumped the brakes. You will be pumping the brakes here. As you know, tarot can be predictive, but it can also be prescriptive. It can allow you to look and see where you're headed if you stay in this same energy. And I feel like this Divine Matrix card is really important, because even though the Wheel of Fortune didn't come in here, Virgo, I feel like on some level that Jupiter energy is really wanting to scream at you. You can't control it. You can't control it. You've got to just leap and trust. I know, deep breaths. I'm like in a flop sweat just thinking about it. So I do feel like the outcome is going to, as I see it, if nothing changes, if you do not take the advice of this reading, I kind of feel like you might pump the brakes and put that next leap into your next highest timeline on hold. We'll see what comes through in the extended. So before I tell you all the energies that showed up, please know there is a link below that will take you to the extended. If this is resonating, if you're like, oh my God, she's talking to me, she's talking to me, she's talking to me, I'm going to read for the energies of your divine counterpart. So I think that's a masculine. I'm going to read, doesn't matter what their sign is, how they show up in the reading, how they see this situation, what their thoughts are about it, how they see you, think about you, feel about you, and their intentions going forward. I'll pull another card from Spirit to give you some guidance for all the energy that comes out in the extended, and I'll close out with some oracles. So a lot of stuff goes on there. They're as long, sometimes longer than the readings on YouTube. Here's who showed up. We've got the Moon is Pisces. The Divine Feminine Empress is Taurus and Libra. We've got Virgo energy in the Hermit, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in the King of Pentacles. That Empress card came out twice. We have the Lovers is Gemini, the Tower is Aries, Queen of Cups can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Fool is out twice. That's Aquarius. The Sun is out twice. That's Leo. There's a little more Virgo in that Nine of Pentacles. Justice is Libra. The Star is Aquarius. The King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy. The Hanged Man is Pisces. The World is Aquarius and Capricorn. And we've got Scorpio in the Death card. So lots of energy showed up. And of course, Taurus right here. So Virgo, all my love to you. Sending you so much positive energy. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Otherwise, take care. And I'll see you in a future reading. Bye for now.